All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me. And I just got in long journey on the road. Pretty much eventful day. There's a few things that I can start speaking from the moment I arrive, the things that I've seen, and to analyze all those aspects of stuff. But big up everyone who's coming in. Massive respect all you guys who are coming in. Happy that you guys are here. Let me pop up the chat. Really happy that you guys are here. So let me give me a second, people. I'm bringing up the chat. Yeah, I'm trying to sort out the chat right now, but really happy that everyone is here. So it was an eventful day. Paul Hall first victory. Paul Hall first victory. So you know that mean Roy Simpson was there as well. I think was Paul Hall agent, I would believe. But there's a lot to take away from this game. A lot to take away from this game. A lot of positives, things you can say is worrying. Give me a second, people. I'm just adjusting something. Good. I'm just fixing something. Good. There's a lot of things to take away from this game, people. I would say various aspects of the game I can say I saw and would want to discuss, want to speak about. As you guys come in, please smash the like button. So I'm going to give you guys the eye test what I saw on the ground today. First of all, the turnout wasn't that outstanding. I do understand that it's tough times now in regards to the monetary factor, and people are really worried about their finances. So I do believe everyone would actually understand that part of it. Good. I do believe everyone would understand that part of it. Big up Alex. Alex in the chat early. Let me see who was here. We have a few people running. A lot of people coming in, man. Kemar Carr. Bless up as well. Alex said here that Paul Hall get past Reggae Boyz. Paul Hall get past Reggae Boyz to coaching staff. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Alex? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Cedric White said give Paul Hall a job. Yeah? I said give Paul Hall a job. What would you say? What do you use that as an example? Owen said Goodwin, Ravela General. Yeah, Ravela had an outstanding game. Bless up loud music. Pelpa, big up. Oh, Alex, I know there's something that I use. Daniel Simpson, big up as well. Daniel Simpson said blessings from Canada. Big up, thanks for coming in. Alex said his backroom staff going to be past 98 players. That's good. I would think that's a good thing. I would definitely think that is something good. J Dice, big up as well. Big up as well, J Dice. I'm trying to fix this thing right here. Good. Just got it fixed. Alright, so I've been here long enough. I've been here at like 5 minutes. We haven't discussed anything. Let's discuss the game. No, Jadice, I didn't get any interview. I didn't get any interview because I didn't get the pass as a media. I didn't get a media pass, but I took a few picks. Surprisingly, I got a pick with one of the players who know that I'm one of his biggest critics. Definitely know that is Damian Lowe. He knows that I am one of his biggest critics. Um, but definitely, you don't know, professional in the same sense. He's a professional guy in all aspects. So let's start it off with the attendance. Poor attendance. I do expect to see a lot more of the fans turning out. Pretty much not much fans was in the stadium. Let's go with the game. Let's start off with the game. So we start off in a 3-4-3 formation. As you know, we have Andre Blake in goal. Back three, Jamal Etope, Damian Lowe, and Richard King. Right wing back we have Adrian Mariappa. People in my vice kind of gone because I have a referee, very biased referee. Left wing back we have Gregley, who's a tremendous player. Central of the park we have Speedy and Ravel Morrison. Leading line over on the left hand side we have Daniel Green. Right hand side we have Leon Bailey, and up front Andre Gray. Now, what I'm going to do at the end of this, I'm going to give you guys my player ratings. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys my player ratings, and definitely when you guys hear the player ratings, I would want you guys to agree or put your player ratings in the comment section if you agree with what I'm saying, or just put, if you agree with what I'm saying, say okay, but if you don't agree, put your player ratings in the comment section. So big up everyone who's coming in. Massive respect. Alex said, what's your thought on the game? I'm going to go to that right now. Theril T. Chala said, Lord Ravel to the world. JC said, Jamaica needs a coach with experience. All right, so let's get into it. So the game started off fairly well. I do think that we created quite a few chances in the early stages. Daniel Green got about 3 chances in the early stages of the game. 3 good chances he got in the early stages of the game. So we started to put them to the test as early as possible. Putting the ball in behind, creating issues, creating problems for their defense. And at that point in time, they couldn't really withstand the force that we were bringing on them. Now, definitely, as early as possible, I realized that the double pivot, the flat midfield was not really working. It wasn't really working because Ravel was dropping a bit deeper, leaving Speed in the more advanced position. And Speed is not a player who plays passes forward. He's more likely to go sideways and backwards to keep the game flowing, to keep the ball moving. I was pretty much disappointed in not saying that he didn't play bad, but I really wanted to see more from Speedy in regards to going forward. He keeps the ball ticking, he keeps the ball moving, but I wanted to see a little bit more going forward. Didn't see much of that. So in the same sense, we saw there was a big gap in between Gregley and Damian Lowe, and I do think that is actually just a bit of communication issue. But they did get it right as the game proceeds. The goal that we conceded was due to the big gap that I just mentioned, and the transition on us, and what led to the corner, where I think that was that led to the corner. No, it was a play after that. But I do know that it was a transition that we will get caught and that led to the corner where we conceded the corner, and we got the penalty, and they got the penalty. So it's tough. Andre Blake made a really good attempt at the penalty as well. So game goes on. We're leading. They are leading 1-0, and I thought at that point that the players would actually lose their head and start to force issue. But really and truly, we kind of kept composed. We started to play a bit more in our stride. We started to play more front-footed, in which we should have started like that, but we didn't. But we started to play a lot more front-footed. We get involved. We get into the game. We start doing a lot of things. We start doing a lot more with the ball. Definitely. So, and as the game goes on, then we put in a lot more pressure. We got a corner where Tope was fouled inside of the 18-yard box. And Leon Bailey put that penalty away. I do think that the keeper got his hand on it. But definitely Leon Bailey put it away. And at that point, the game was leveled. Now going further again, we still mounting a lot of pressure on them. The game had it was in a balanced perspective. They had their moments. We had our moments. We just we took our chance when we had our moments. It was a pretty much an open game, I would say. I didn't check the stats. I didn't check the stats to see which one of the team had a lot more possession. From what I saw, it pretty much was a balanced game. It was 45 to 55. We had 9 shots. They had 11. We had 5 shots on targets. That's quite a lot. And they had 3 big chances, 1 each. They attempted 19 crosses. So it pretty much was a balance of play. Even in the first half when we got the corner again, and then no, a lot of so much things just happened inside of 18-yard box, and Ravel just pounced on the ball and put it away for his goal. And Ravel has been in such a really good form. I'm really happy that he got his goal. Do rewarded. So Ravel Morrison has scored in some really good games, some really pivotal games for Derby County, and no for the national. Not to say pivotal, but he got his goal for the national team, his national color, which is definitely a good thing for Ravel Martin any way you look at it. Going back in the second half now, I do think that Honduras team grew into the second half. We changed the system, we changed to a 4-3-3, put King inside the central zone, the CDM position. That is where you saw Daniel Green came into the central area a little bit more, playing in that left half space. It will be interchanged with Ravel Morrison, because it would be Ravel Morrison and Speedy as the 2 central players, and then Richard King as the holding, as that stone crusher in the midfield era. But definitely Daniel Green and Ravel kind of interchange a little bit. But in the 4-3-3 position, Liam Bailey had a lot of freedom. He got a lot of freedom to move in between the lines and started to create a lot of havoc, because they didn't know if they should track him into the central zones or stay with him out in the wide channel. So I do like that aspect. It kind of creates a lot of diversity to the team, and it shows that the team can evolve into something special, where we saw Daniel Green and Liam Bailey coming into the central zone. Young Jamari said, "I saw you at the match." Where were you, Jamari? Where were you? So that's some of the things I saw. And in the second half, they did started to gain a lot of the possession. I do think most of the possession that Honduras has were actually from the second half of play. And definitely we were trying to adjust to the 4-3-3. We really were comfortable in the 3-4-3, but it took us a little bit of time to adjust to the 4-3-3. So some positives, some good positives that I saw. Tarek Zemeniz getting his debut. Really lovely moment from Paul Hall and Tarek Zemeniz. I really like that when Zemeniz came on. Lamar Walker came on for Daniel Green. Bygrave came on as well. Richard King also came on. The aspect where I saw Bygrave came on and his whole play was quite good. I do think that they should have. I'm so sad that when he came on, we were trying to play a lot of long ball over the top, which is not suited for him. Even though he really ran in the channels and utilized those aspects. So it was pretty much a balanced game, a very good game of football. And I do believe that most persons who were at the game would have enjoyed that game, despite the refs' incompetence. Remember that card that on Daniel Green rise for the ball, automatically red card. Liam Bailey had to walk over to the referee and say, "You need to check that. You need to go to VAR to review that one." And definitely it was overturned. But you can clearly see that there was a lot of bias in that game. Let me see how much card we received. We receive. I'm getting a phone call, people. Let me see who's calling me here. So sorry about that, people. So I think that covers most of it. Pretty much a good game. Paul Hall first victory. And a lot of people would love that Paul Hall first victory. And that's nice to say. Let me run through a few of the comments. Alex said, just read that. You get an interview. Didn't get an interview. Ravel. I do believe that Ravel was the man of the match. Let's get into the match ratings. JC, Jamaica needs a coach with experience. They should start rebuilding the team right now. I agree. So they can have the team ready for the Nation League, which is going to be pivotal. Validan, big up. King Jav said, listen, military, Jamaica has I've seen two of the most biased referees I've seen in a long time. This brother and the one that did the USA game. I agreed. Pretty much very, very poor refereeing. But at least they revoked the red card. Yeah, because they went to VAR. Chadwick White said Ansi Flick was an inexperienced coach, was always an assistant coach, but he led Bayern Munich to the US Champions League and now leading Germany to the World Cup. And it's how football is. Chadwick said let's work with all. I don't have a problem with all at all. None at all. Jedi said penalty from Maps. Or from Mariapa. And Chadwick said that wasn't a penalty also. Really. Jada said that is true. Pelpa said I agree, let's work with all. Dr. Joyful said the team outplayed us. I won't say they outplayed us. Jada said Jamaica also played to score more than one goal. Let that sink in. Never seen that before. Jamaica coming back from 1-0. Validan said Paul can take us if we give him the chance. I would give him the chance. Also military. Pelpa said also military, it was a come from behind victory first in a very, very long time. That is so true. Jada said, Lord, that's a clear-cut goal. All you need to do pass the ball to Lamar. In pass, I win pass again. I don't even remember who passed again, but Lamar me saying if he pass again, you know. Young Jamar said, in his stance, I saw you with your camera. Okay, that means that you were there, man. I'm here, man. Big up Malik. Jada said, tell me how much long ball for low. More than 8, not true. I'm not sure, no. I'm not sure at all. Honestly, I'm not sure. Valdan said, Leon, a leader on the pitch. So true. Simplified Cinema Network said, military, Wagwan, it's shooter guna. Oh, big up. Big up, bro. It's been a while. That hand penalty they gave Honduras should have not been called, but it did light the fire for the boys. Why they may need that as well. Where's the photos of Jamaica? Did he take a photo of that win? Comment section I move. Mad. Jedi said, okay, that's from Malik. Spendang said, did Bailey get a knock in the first half or him good? Him good, man. Bailey good. Bailey good. Mr. Lee and Bailey a bust couple trick on the field, only if you know, say, Uncle Maps. After they keep him down. Yeah, Liam Bailey and Mariapa was actually over onto the same side. They were on the same channel. But it was a really good game, people. People, I won't go any further. You know it's late, people. Definitely, and I just got in. So I see you guys next time. Tomorrow I'll be doing a stream. I'm gonna upload some of the pictures and all those stuff. So hopefully you guys are doing good. People, until next time, people, Military Guna TV. Hopefully you're doing good. Oh, player ratings. You know what, people? I do apologize. I'm gonna have to skip the player ratings and do the player ratings tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. I'm really tired. Really tired, people. So bless up, people. Until next time, we are out. Jamaica 2, Honduras 1.